How a spark plug works. A spark plug may look like a small and simple component, but it plays an important role inside a gasoline engine. Its job is to create the spark that starts the combustion process inside the engine's cylinder. But how does a spark plug turn electrical energy into a spark? And how does that spark help produce engine power? To understand this, we need to look at what happens inside the spark plug and how it works with the engine. Inside a spark plug are several important parts, including the center electrode, ground electrode, ceramic insulator, and metal shell. The center electrode carries high voltage electrical energy toward the tip of the spark plug, while the ground electrode provides the other side of the electrical path. The ceramic insulator helps prevent the high voltage from escaping through the metal body of the spark plug. The spark plug is installed in the cylinder head, with its tip extending into the combustion chamber. As the engine operates, a mixture of air and fuel enters the cylinder. The piston then moves upward and compresses this mixture inside the combustion chamber. At the correct point in the engine cycle, the ignition system sends a high voltage electrical pulse to the spark plug. This high voltage travels through the center electrode toward the tip of the plug. When the voltage becomes high enough, it can overcome the small gap between the center electrode and the ground electrode. The electrical energy then jumps across this gap, creating a spark. The spark ignites the compressed air-fuel mixture inside the combustion chamber. The mixture burns rapidly, producing expanding gases that push the piston downward. This movement of the piston is transferred through the engine's mechanical components and helps produce the power needed to turn the engine. The timing of the spark is very important. It must occur at the correct moment in the engine cycle so that the combustion process can produce useful power. The engine's ignition and control systems determine when the spark plug should fire. After the spark occurs and the combustion process takes place, the engine continues through its cycle. The spark plug then becomes ready to fire again during the next ignition cycle. In an engine with multiple cylinders, each spark plug fires at the appropriate time for its cylinder. The spark plug also has to work in a difficult environment. Its tip is exposed to high temperatures and pressure inside the combustion chamber. The materials used to build the spark plug are designed to withstand these conditions while allowing the electrical energy to create a spark at the correct location. The small gap between the electrodes is also important. The electrical spark must jump across this gap to ignite the air-fuel mixture. If the spark plug or its electrodes become worn or damaged, the spark may not be produced correctly, which can affect the engine's operation. So, the basic process is simple. Air and fuel enter the cylinder, piston compresses the mixture, ignition system sends high voltage reaches the center electrode, electrical energy jumps across the electrode gap, spark is created, air-fuel mixture ignites, expanding gases push the piston downward, engine produces power. That is how a spark plug works. It receives high voltage electrical energy from the ignition system and uses that energy to create a spark across the gap between its electrodes. The spark then ignites the compressed air-fuel mixture inside the combustion chamber, starting the combustion process that helps the engine produce power.